Today, for the post-game show, we played the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and we will be showing you all the highlights, hits, and an interview of Dean Orts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, well, we will show you my dad. By the way, it's his birthday today. Take it, Dad.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chris. Well, as Chris was saying, it is my birthday, and I'm 23. Feel real good this year.
I'll bet.
I'm glad I'm not 22 anymore. I didn't really like being 22 very much. But anyways, yeah, we took care of the scumbag convicts from Navasota, the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the sandbagging sons of bitches. We sent them back to Navasota where they belong. And we're still on our march for the big championship here.
Yeah.
As you know now, we're 3-0. We got some real good highlights for you this week. We went ahead and figured out how the heck the edit works on this camera, so I think you're really going to be impressed with our highlight job this week. I'm going to turn it back over to Chris for just a minute while I grab a beer. Chris, why don't you tell them about our next game next week, okay?
Okay.
Don't you mean
The next game will be held on Monday the 30th on what?
Field number 2.
Okay. On field number 2 at 7:25, I believe, right?
Yep, 7:25.
And you will be playing the Sudsuckers.
Yep.
Or another Connie's Pub team.
Yep, that's right, Chris Tape. You better watch out because we are gunning. We've been getting ready for this game all year, practicing hard, drinking lots of ice-cold Miller Lights, and we're ready for you boys. So you better bring your hitting shoes because you're going to need them. All right, let's go ahead and do a little game recap here right quick, and then we'll get on to doing some highlights.
Okay.
All right,
Go.
for Carney's Pub, the team scored 4 runs, which was 1 more than the Scoundrels had, the sandbagging sons of bitches.
She did actually.
Yeah, they batted out of order,
Yeah,
I might add.
they skipped that. They skipped a batter.
We had 29 at-bats, 7 hits, which is a season low for us, 4 runs all earned.
That's okay. It's not bad.
Okay, the individual stats were David Hanlovitz, 1 for 3, and for the season David is 3 for 8. Gerald May was 0 for 3, and for the season Gerald is 3 for 9. Randy was 2 for 3 with 1 run and 1 RBI, and again you'll see that
That's
one on
good.
tape tonight. It's
Yeah.
real good.
Good,
For the
yeah.
season, Randy's 4 for 9. Beach was 1 for 3 with 1 run batted in, and for the season, David's at 4 for 9 also. Dino was 1 for 3 with 1 run and 1 run batted in. For the season, Dino was 4 for 9. Dino had a real big hit, and again, you'll see that one tonight. Not a lot of Johnny highlights tonight. Johnny had kind of an off game this week. He felt so bad about playing so good this whole year that, you know, he wanted to let some of these young boys grab a little glory, but he's saving it for the tournament.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 36-year-old letting a 20-year.
Tommy Anderson was, shut up kid. Tommy Anderson was Tommy Anderson was 0 for 3, but Tommy did have 1 run batted in. For the season, Tommy's 4 for 8. Greg was 1 for 3. A season, Greg is 4 for 8. Louis was 0 for 2. And for the season, Louis is hitting a robust 2 for 7. That's opposed to that 690 that he claims he hit last year. So we're keeping a pretty close tab on Louis' batting average this year. I was 0 for 2 last night. Again, I did it intentionally just so the other guys would, you know, not get jealous of all my hits I've been having. And for the season, I'm batting 3 for 6, which is .500, which is just slightly ahead of Dean's batting average. David Gray was 0 for 2, and for the season, David is also batting a robust 0 for 7. Okay, Dave hasn't had a hit this year, but like I say, he's like me. That's old guys. We're saving them all up for the playoffs. Take care of these young lads. Sean Hecker was 1 for 2. Sean had a double, and he had 1 run scored.
Yeah, he did good.
And for the season, Sean is. Let me run this right quick. Sean is 3 for 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
3
He's
for
killing
5.
my knee, John.
3 for 5 or 3 for 6. We'll give you Sean's numbers next week. But Sean played good. He had a big double, got a run for us, and he played solid.
Good.
Probably
Keegan.
good key get, right. Probably our best defensive game of the year. So I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and look at some highlights from the game, and then after that we'll come back and we'll do a little wrap up for next week.
Take it.
See you in a minute.
You're up, you're up.
Ball, ball.
Get the ball.
Ball in.
Get the ball.
Got it.
Bird.
Now 1-on-1.
Go, dog.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, dog.
Get the short out. Take it to bird.
Yeah, nice play. What's I don't know is on shortstop.
They always thank you, DD, for giggling and laughing with me. So goddamn.
That's Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
It wasn't that funny. I thought we didn't laugh.
You're the main one that's
Come on, Beach. Come on, Beach. Yeah! Way to go! I caught that.
Don't
take your
You remember that night y'all got the prop test with us? My brother is taking a criminal justice class at Glenn, and he's
Come on. Nice catch.
Run that shot. Trouble. Hold it. You're up, all right. Come on, Randy.
It's sitting back there on the
Come on, Randy.
Yeah! Hold it on third. Yeah!
Right.
Take it for the team.
Okay, Beach, straighten it out.
Be a stick. You black and white.
Nice catch, Gray. It was Gray, wasn't it? Hold on too, Randy.
Come on, Dean. Come on, Dino.
Come on, Randy. Hi, Randy.
Good out, Tom.
Way to watch him, Tommy.
Gotta be a strike, Tommy.
You might get a double out of it.
Tagging.
You're up, Ding.
Okay, all right, Dino.
Yes.
Run hard, man. Come on, Brave. Run hard. Got him.
Yeah! Damn.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
And Carney's Pub wins. Okay, guys, smile.
Okay. Hey, thanks and welcome back. Hope you like the highlights. They were a lot better this week, don't you think? Except for Dolores screaming in the background and using that foul language. Dolores, would you watch your goddamn mouth when you're filming the game? Anyway. Okay. We have a new feature this week on Johnny's Sports Report. We're going to do a little in-depth player profile, and we're going to try and get a few of our players on the show. And so this week we're going to start with David Beach, our left fielder. Dave's been an important part of our team. He's one of the founding members of the Carney's Pub team. And so why don't we go ahead, we'll go to the player profile, and then I'll be back and we'll wrap this thing up.
Okay. Hi, I'm here to interview David Beach, one of the most important players on the Carney's Club team, and he's been there quite a while. Okay, David, well, when were you born?
I was born December the 30th, 1968 in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, of course, you live in College Station right now.
Correct.
And what's your favorite sports to watch, other than baseball?
Other than baseball, definitely would be football, and sometimes basketball, because basketball is a fast-paced sport.
Okay, what's your favorite sport to play?
Other than baseball, well, back then I would say football was. Football and baseball are my two favorite sports I like to play and especially watch.
Oh, okay. What was like your biggest sports thrill like in high school? Like you were on a team in high school. What was your like biggest sports thrill you've ever had?
The biggest sports thrill, probably winning the state championship in 1986 when the Class 5A for Plano Senior High School. Even though I was injured, but still got getting to play in the game itself. The biggest thrill.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask a little simple questions here. Some of them. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Pizza.
Pizza. Okay. What's your favorite musical group?
Musical group? Well, I don't have a particular favorite, but I like to listen to old-time rock and roll, like Steve Miller, old Errol Smith, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us what your favorite number is? You have a
Favorite
favorite number?
Oh, 24. That was my number through high school, and up until now I like Carney's Club
Yeah,
shirt.
that's good. What's your favorite place to be while you're not playing baseball? Like when you're not on the field?
I'm not on the field if I like to be. I like to be, well, let's see. I like to be working. I don't like just staying at home and doing nothing. I like working like I'm doing now.
Same here. I like, instead of just sitting here watching TV, I like to get out and play and everything. Okay, well, what was your who did you like the best in sports? Like when you were a kid, who did you admire the most? What sports?
Well, see, when I was growing up, the person I admired the most probably was watching Tony Dorsett of the Dallas Cowboys. His rookie year out at the University of Pittsburgh, the guy used to go to the Super Bowl and play, and win it all. He was probably, and of course he was a running back like I was when I was in high school. But he was a guy that I admired the most. He was small. He's like only 185 pounds and 5'11". He lasted, 13 years in the NFL, which most people don't even last 5 or 6 years in the NFL.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, here's a hard one, okay? I got a hard one for you. What's your best advice, you've ever received, from your dad or something? Or anybody,
Don't play football.
Same here.
But
Okay.
I did anyway.
Huh?
But I did anyway.
Yeah, figures. Well, how do you think you played?
Last night?
You played okay. You got a couple good catches.
Yeah, I say, but I'm not saying I'm on one person on the team that played good.
Yeah, you did a good job.
But
my dad.
everybody played good.
Well, that seems to be it. That's all I want to cover for today. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, Chris, that was a real good interview. You did an excellent job.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, for your first interview, that was pretty darn good. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, he did a good job. He's got a real interesting background, I think.
Really?
Stuff that he's done. So, anyways, I guess that's about it for now for this week. Again, next week we play at 7:25 on field number 2. We play on field 2 again. Good. That's a good field for us.
Who are you playing?
We play Charlie's team, the other Carney's team, the Sudsuckers. We're gonna drive them so bad. It's all over. It's all over. I'm telling you. So anyway, we're gonna get a lot more hits next week too. That's it from here. You got anything else, Chris?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week on We're Here to Pump You Up, you little girlies. Johnny's Sports Report. See you next week.